Welcome to ScreenJunkies Universe. It's Friday, sometime in July. I'm not sure the date. Let's face it, it's the weekend.
Yeah, it's the weekend.
Ish.
We're live.
We're live.
We can't lie.
We can't lie. It's Thursday.
This was our day off because we finally are sleeping and catching up from Comic-Con.
Finally
So we
took a day
pre-taped
from
today.
Comic-Con.
Yay! But we have some fun things to talk about. Emoji Movie
Yes.
is opening up this weekend. Dan
You and Dan
Should we
saw
first
it.
give our
We sure
condolences to whoever will inevitably die on Friday and will totally miss the news story?
Oh yeah, no, or so, like
Sorry, Matt Damon.
this would
It's
be
so
the,
dark if he dies. Right?
Yeah, but what if he did? I would be a suspect.
You would be.
Who are you calling dead?
Strong Matt Damon. Stay
I'm
away
not
from
calling
him.
anyone dead. I'm hoping everyone alive.
Deadpool.
Alive. So I'm hoping everyone alive.
I don't want to play that because I'll really play it and then I'll
Yeah.
pick someone who actually will die.
You don't
All
want
right.
to. Yeah.
I'm just going to say that this is the day that Disney finally buys Twitter, and we missed that story. So that's
there you go.
okay. That's all right. But the Emoji Movie is opening up, so we offer our condolences to anyone other than me and Dan who have to go see it. We have a review up on the site. It's being called the worst movie of the year.
Really?
Rocking a
By
0%
some.
right now on Rotten
Rocking it-
Tomatoes.
It might be up to like 5. We
It's
beg
not
to differ.
the worst movie of the year.
If
It's
you
not.
can call out a movie that you think is a worse movie than the Emoji Movie, I'm going to start with Chips
Well, just from this year?
Yeah.
from this year.
Yeah, because I haven't seen the Emoji Movie, so
I can
I'll
call
leave it to
out
you.
5 easily that were worse than the Emoji Movie. Fist Fight was worse.
Yes.
Baywatch was worse. Bye Bye Man was worse. 50 Shades Darker was worse. And Transformers Last Night. They
That's
were all easily worse than the Emoji Movie. The Emoji Movie's not good, by the way. Those are just really bad.
So Dan loves the Emoji Movie.
That's
Put
what
that
I
on the
heard.
box.
Not the worst movie of the year, but only because the other movies were that bad.
I'm sticking with Chips as the absolute worst movie of the year. And I sort of feel bad saying it because it's Dax Shepard really trying.
I like them, yeah.
I really like them too, but the movie is like, it doesn't land. It does the exact opposite of the thing.
Would it have
it's
been
trying
better
to
if it
do.
just wasn't even Chips and they were just cops? Would you have maybe
Highway Cops.
I don't think so.
still would have been
No,
unfunny? Because that's
yeah.
not like you don't really remember Eric Estrada that fondly. I mean, I do.
You
Remember him
don't
fondly from
remember
C-Lab,
Eric
but not from
Estrada that
Chips.
fondly. I remember Eric Estrada that fondly. But in honor of the Emoji Movie coming out, Spencer did a little sleuthing on the internet for us and found an article that had already sleuthed for us in the New York Times.
Yeah.
Basically, Spencer was reading the internet, which is his job, yes.
Sure. The
My way was
movie
fancier.
industry is out of ideas, as we've known for some time. And instead of just poaching, like rebooting older things and older stories, they have now branched out into rebooting and making franchises out of non-narrative ideas. Your battleships, your emoji movies. And apparently this trend has continued. They had this really depressing thought piece on the two older screenwriters who were working hard on the Fruit Ninja movie, which was 2014's hottest app.
still have that
And
app? Yeah,
maybe
wait,
in 2019
Yeah,
it'll be
like,
a
what's-
direct-to-video movie.
Yeah, what's hot now? Like, we should decide. This is 2017, so what's going to come out in 2020 that is hot now because it takes so long to do animation?
love
Fidget
that you-
spinners.
Fidget spinner
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, definitely
yeah.
that one.
Yep.
I have no idea what's hot. I have no idea. I love the fact that you think that I would have a blessed
Fidget Spinners,
clue.
the movie, would be pretty bad.
That's 3
That's gonna
years.
happen.
Fidget Spinners, the movie.
Yeah. Are you playing Fruit Ninja?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
going.
Let's
All
watch
right,
this.
Andy's done for the rest of the show, just so
Andy's
we're
checked
all
out.
prepared. There is a Minecraft movie in development, and Ugly Dolls. We have
They've
some-
already made
What
a
is Ugly
Minecraft narrative game, though, so that
Yeah.
one isn't too far out of hand.
Can you blame the studios though to some degree if you look at the success of Transformers, whether
6
you
seconds,
like it?
by the way. I got bored after 6 seconds.
But that's about normal, right? Yeah. So if you look at the success of the Lego Movie, if you look at the financial success of Transformers, can you blame them for taking the shot?
Yes.
I guess Dan can.
Good show.
I can and I will blame them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can't blame them because, you know, they milk films. They make films for a worldwide audience now, and people in China have heard of Tetris before, but they haven't heard of your brilliant original idea. So I guess the idea is that they will make a story out of, you know, John Tetrazino, who has to like keep John Tetrazino. Where these blocks coming from?
Place here. I can't fit in these walls.
Somebody better call the Mario Brothers.
Oh, universe.
Oh, yeah, we're building the whole universe.
Then we got alleyway comes in. Boom, boom, boom. The ball.
We got a breakout up here.
Just sitting at the teeth.
Okay, I've come full circle. Now I'm into it.
We've now done better than I guarantee you the
that?
Tetris movie will do.
John Tetrazzino has to stack the falling garbage to save a princess from a Koopa.
Can I do something fun?
Yeah.
Spencer, what's the worst one on this list?
We have Ugly Dolls, Tetris, Hot Wheels, Monopoly,
Play-Doh, Stretch Armstrong, Hungry Hippos.
Candyland, Furby.
Furby.
What would be like torture for you?
Torture. I mean, I can see a movie out of most of these, sadly. Probably Play-Doh.
Well, that's why I was
There's
trying.
like nothing.
Okay,
to
so Play-Doh. So, hey, Spencer, I'm Mr. Hollywood Studio Executive. I'd love them honest trailers. I'd like to give you $80 million to write the Play-Doh movie.
You're an oil bear?
Spencer Gilbert, you must sell it to me right now. You have 20 seconds. Sell me on the Play-Doh movie, Spencer.
Just really quickly, I would pay $100 to watch you do that and try and pick up women in bars. That's it.
Okay.
Make it happen.
All right.
Spencer.
Because they wouldn't want to, right?
Suckle at the teat of our childhood.
Oh, come on,
Well.
Spencer. Let's get. I love them trailers you write. Tell me what you make when the play. I bought the Play-Doh rights and I need to make a movie. Can you help me make a movie?
I don't know if. Yes, of course, sir. Yes. Oh, do I have a movie for you? John Play-Doh, obviously, wakes up, and this world. Play-Doh, what do you think when you think Play-Doh? Seriously, I'm begging you guys. Give me something. What do you think when you
I'm
think
a rich
Play-Doh?
Texan. I like cattle.
Yeah, okay, the world's running out of salt. They gotta go to Play-Doh land to get the salt back. But then they turn out, it's like Avatar. It turns out that Play-Doh is like this land of creativity, and it's used for more than just salt. So the natives who are made out of Play-Doh fall in love with the people who go there. And then he's like, oh, should I take back this thing to where I come from, or should I harvest them for their salt? It's a love story. It's like Titanic. It's like Avatar. James Cameron's gonna direct.
I've seen those movies. Sold.
Great. Yes.
Good job, Spencer.
Yeah. That
We
was
all have a
terrible.
job.
This has been like a special education video for students. Like, this is how Hollywood works.
Isn't
That would be
just
more
some
like a
guy?
spreadsheet of like, here's the sales of Play-Doh in Latin America, Asia, and the U.S. And then it's
Which
like,
market
what's
do
the
we-
story? No one cares.
I don't see a pink Play-Doh can in this treatment. I think that's really going to hit better in the third quadrant.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the boys won't like that. You gotta.
Well, you
just
have
gotta
to
be
balance. You have to balance the two. We've done market research
Don't
on
be
this.
silly.
And
Yeah.
I think that
We already have Hardee's is going to do a
Just being
whole Play-Doh menu.
Stupid male, exactly.
No, it's great. We don't have to balance.
Well,
that
Paul
now in
Feig is
reality.
looking to direct the Play-Doh movie, so
Is he really?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh.
Paul Feig. It's
As long as he
Claymation.
doesn't make them into women.
Rob.
Play-Doh is men.
It's always men.
Right? Damn it! If Play-Doh is a woman, I'm not going. I'm staying in character. That wasn't really me.
I love Thursday, Friday.
Wait, what? Yeah, that's so sad. Paul Feig, why are you doing that? I mean, why? My company was approached by Hasbro with this property. And at first, I was like, "How do you make a Play-Doh movie?" And then I was like, "Wait, it's colored clay. It's claymation." Okay.
That doesn't make any sense, though. That's like.
So he's gonna make like Gumby and characters out of the Play-Doh. That
guess.
seems like cheating.
I guess,
it
but he'd be
does.
like.
Well, obviously you hate toys, Andy. Then
Yeah,
that's
but
the only explanation.
is he going to use other IP to create his characters, or is he going to make
Yeah,
characters?
because just saying it's claymation means nothing. It's like, oh, a Diet Coke movie can't do that, but it's made of aluminum. Oh, aluminum. Like, that doesn't help your story.
They're gonna
aluminium.
Aluminium.
I think it's obvious that they'll be Ghostbusters.
Play-Doh
They'll be
Ghostbusters.
Play-Doh ghosts.
Yeah.
What would you want, Roth? Play-Doh
I
figures.
do not want a Play-Doh movie particularly, but having said that, like, look, if I didn't think the Lego movie was going to work, I didn't think 21 Jump Street was going to work, they did. Rob McElhaney, who I love, right?
He,
Always Sunny in
sure.
Philadelphia is the person behind Minecraft, so could there be something fun in that potentially? You never know. A lot of these
guess.
are going to be terrible, but a lot.
Steve Carell, right, is
Yeah.
rumored. I mean, look, that's such a popular thing, Minecraft.
It was.
It was, but it's
Is
not
it now?
anymore.
I mean, I'm
really?
sure it is
it
now, but,
still?
like-
For little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear about it. I mean, that's the whole thing about being on the back end of these curves. Is like I heard about Minecraft from friends all the time, like a couple years ago, but now like I never really hear anybody talking about Minecraft. I'm sure there's a lot of Minecraft fans, but it seems like that it's like Angry Birds last year. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that still play Angry Birds, but you don't hear people talking about playing Angry Birds. And now you're just gonna be 3 years behind the curve because that's how long it takes to get one of these movies made.
You know, there are also plenty of terrible original ideas too. I feel like, you know, IPs suck. They're overdone. But like, we've all seen that trailer for Charlie Sheen's 9/11 movie, right? That's probably the worst idea I've ever heard.
Available?
That's pretty bad.
Don't watch that.
Yeah.
Don't support that.
Do we actually have a clip?
Do we have a clip?
No.
Very well.
All right, I'll act it out for
It's
you.
made out of Play-Doh.
Spencer.
You can do it out of Play-Doh.
That's pretty much it. And then Whoopi
watching
Goldberg
planes?
in
He's just
the.
watching the plane.
No, he's just in the elevator, which is such a dumb, like, cost-saving move, is to do a 9/11 movie that only takes place in an elevator.
Of the towers?
Of the towers, yeah. Charlie Sheen's trapped in an elevator. Luis Guzman, this is a real movie, really exists. Whoopi Goldberg is in the, like, control room, and she looks, like, very overwhelmed, like it's her first day or something. She's like, I don't know, you better pray. It just looks so bad. Yeah, that's the worst
awful.
idea.
Yeah, I would see any of these bad ones over that.
Then there's like the truly bad ideas. Like, do we want to talk about any of those?
Well, the Weinstein brothers are doing Furby.
That's a pretty bad idea.
Didn't that peak in like 1997?
Yeah,
like,
but we're
is
nostalgic
this-
for that
Furby's
again.
dying to bring it back.
Well, it takes
I'm
several
sure
years.
Furby is.
I'm surprised there's not a Pogs movie.
Oh, God.
Alf Pogs.
Actually, I would watch like a Karate Kid, but for Pogs, like you know, up from the bottom, he's like a Pog wizard.
You're a gamer. What video game would you want?
Would I want?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've been burned so many times. I've stopped asking.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you've been hurt. I know.
Yeah, I've been hurt. I made a case on Movie Fights for a BioShock movie because it's a great narrative, but video games and movies are different. Let them be in their own corners.
Fair enough. Should we talk about San Diego and what came out of the whale's vagina?
Oh, sure. I was just still trying to figure out how the hell do you crack Tetris.
You want to do? You know what I
Paul
have?
W.S. Anderson
From Mortal Kombat.
Is trying to figure out the Tetris. I mean, like Hot Wheels, I could see Hot Wheels.
Yeah, it's a
right? Hot
racing
Wheels
movie.
is like Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Monopoly from Ridley
man.
Scott.
From I would watch Ridley Scott presents Monopoly. That sounds like the most fascinating movie ever made.
I hope they make
but
it
I
like
can see it.
Battleship and add in aliens for no reason.
Like Play-Doh. I think we've.
I told you not to pass go.
Doesn't that
giant
just
shit.
become
I told you
Wall
not to take
Street?
$200.
Isn't that just like Wall Street at a certain point?
I want you to
That'd
get
be
in your
fun, though, like Wall Street for kids. Just doing.
But see, you're telling me.
Coca-Cola.
And then Play-Doh, we've talked about Stretch Armstrong. I mean, that's easy. It's just a character who stretches, whatever. But you could do some kids movie there. Hungry Hippos. I feel like you could just do some jungle cartoon, right? Yeah. And then Candyland. There's enough characters there.
It says production
Furby
is
is
to
weird.
start in early
all of
2016,
these,
if
the
you
one I
missed
can't crack is Tetris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like Hot Wheels would be great if we didn't already have the Fast and the Furious. You know.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
do we-
And see, I've said this before. Because I play with my kid is obsessed. I play with Hot Wheels all the time. Movies don't do it anymore. Like, where's our new Batmobile or our DeLorean? Like, they've made so many cool iconic cars over the years, and nowadays they're just all generic normal cars you see. But like, if you buy a Hot Wheel, it's a crazy cool car that it's like I want to see that in a movie, like racing around in a fun, cool way. And they don't do it. If you actually unleashed the sort of reality of what a car needs to be and made some cool future cars like that aren't just full all bull CGI BS. I think that could be really cool. Tetris, how do you? I guess you have to cheat it. You can't have the shapes talk. That makes no sense. You have to have a gamer who has to
maybe
play
like
the
pixels,
game.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Which
I
is-
mean, we just
dumb.
had emojis talk and have personalities.
But at least they have
but
faces.
there's something attached to them beyond just weird blocks.
The other challenge is that it's going to take 2-3 years for any of these or longer for any of these movies to get made, and that's how we were talking about this with the Emoji movie. They're like hanging out in apps that people don't really use that much anymore. They're like, "Ooh, let's enter the magical
they're like,
world
let's play
of."
Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Like, okay, is that still on? Why is that on that kid's phone?
People at Candy Crush are so stoked right now. They're like, "We're in the Emoji movie. We're on CBS with Mario Lopez." And go away, go away, Candy Crush. God, stop trying to make it a thing again. Like it's not gonna happen.
Sweet.
And it was such a scary, addicting game. There were so many people who got so stuck in
It
that.
was pretty fun for a minute.
Yeah, like, it's all you did. It consumes your life, but it's like
I've
it's
lost
over.
Facebook friends over Candy Crush.
What game did
I
you
got
guys
rid of
get
them, but not
addicted
the
to?
What?
What like
Oh.
besides like a real game? What like app game did you get addicted to?
I mean, I didn't get addicted to. I played Candy Crush and Castle
Words with
and
Friends?
Castle Crashers just
Words
to see
with
what all the
Friends.
Did you
fuss
do
was
Words with
about.
Friends?
What was the drawing one?
Draw some.
Draw
Draw
something.
something I did for a hot minute. Color Switch. That's one I'm playing right now. It's a great, very simple ad. It's called Color Switch. You just literally putting it's like that episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where they get the weird game that you're just putting discs in a cone. It's like you just put
what's that called?
things through the same colored wall, but it's very satisfying. I like it a lot.
Make it a movie.
Make it a movie. Color Switch the movie coming 2024.
I'm going to make us a game. It's an emoji game. Lon, the game master, is going to come out and describe it for us.
While he's doing that, there is a really fun game where you listen to, it has music, and you have to hit the line to move through the puzzle every time you hear the music. It's really fun.
Fascinating.
Oh, the Game Master.
Hey, the Game Master.
All right.
We need
Lon,
to
what
get your
are we doing?
intro loaded
Yeah,
into
we
this
we'll work
setting
on
here.
it. There's a whole musical intro we got to do.
Splice you into Beastmaster.
Yes. I need a costume. We got to make this much more elaborate.
All right.
Anyway, we're going to do a game. I have written some plot summaries of popular films entirely in emoji. You guys will look at these patterns of emojis and try to deduce what film is this summarizing.
All right.
Okay,
here we
great.
go.
All right.
Let's bring up number one.
Wake up, crying, coffee.
We'll cry.
We did this on At Midnight, by the way, and no one knew that, so don't say
Pulp
we saw
Fiction?
it.
It is not Pulp Fiction.
Is it Fight Club?
It is Fight Club. Well done.
Dan, what the hell?
The building exploding, the airplane.
Thank you. He's sad because he can't sleep
Yeah,
into the
then they
game.
punch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Punching each
Also,
other.
those aren't emojis. Those are clearly Google blob
Well, this
emojis.
is when you email Billy your emojis, and then Billy copies them over, and you take a look, and you're like, well, I mean, they're sort of emojis.
That is terrifying to me how quickly you got that. Let's see the next one.
Let's bring up number two.
All right.
All right.
Works. Cool.
Now, these were
Still-
some of the emojis I wanted to use. Don't
the
actually
Matrix.
translate.
That's
It's
the Matrix.
Why is there a robot?
Matrix.
That one's a robot
It's
right
a-
there.
Well, there is.
Why was there a
You take
robot?
the
When was
blue-
there
They're
a robot?
robots. Robots have.
They're
He
all
sees that
robots.
there's robots that have taken over.
There's like
The whole world
the
is like
Sentinels.
machines. When you
Yeah.
take the pill, you see that the world is being controlled by machines.
Yeah.
Got it.
So for the 5 people that are left watching this at this point, we're going to move on to the next one and be incredibly impressed with Spencer and Dan.
Number 3. There we go.
La La Land.
Good guess.
Fortune teller, aliens,
Aliens
a bear,
and a
the
bear.
devil,
I feel like if you look at the end,
Yeah, I was gonna say the
end
duck
makes
at the
this
end.
one.
The duck.
See, I was just thinking of Caddyshack.
What movie ends with
Hey,
dancing?
step on a duck.
And then the duck.
Hey, everybody, we're getting late.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Howard
Yeah,
the
that's
Duck
the
is
one.
at the end of the.
You dance, and then at the end, Howard the Duck shows
Who's
up.
the bear?
Well, like there's
like
no
a raccoon.
there's no raccoon, but there's an alien in a tree, and then whatever Drax is, a Japanese
Then just
demon.
leave the bear. But then just leave the bear out because I feel
There
like
is a
that could
tree.
just take
Look,
you
there's an
down.
alien in a tree and a tough
Orb
demonic
and-
guy
yeah.
and a
It's pretty
cute
close.
mammal is like.
And there's the orb. Yeah.
I buy that.
Thank you.
Well done, Lon.
we got 2 more. So let's
Two
bring up
more.
number 4.
I'm just upset because you guys are really good
There's
at this. and I'm
a
confused.
helicopter.
All right, there's 2.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
No.
No. Some kind of
It's a
death. Is that
dragon.
a sundae? Is that a dessert of some kind?
That is it's ice cream. That is the
Ice
ice cream. emoji.
cream. Lightning. Someone gets electrocuted. There's a dinosaur. Oh, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Well done.
It's the gate.
Helicopter, the gate,
Dun, dun,
dinosaurs,
dun,
rainstorm,
dun,
the electricity goes out, everybody screams
They're
and
running.
runs away.
Again,
are
with the
the
fart
skulls
club.
for?
A bunch of people get killed.
What is the fart cloud symbol?
They're running. That's
Oh, that's the dust that they're leaving
behind.
behind.
They killed all those people
behind
them.
And then a bunch of people get killed, and then John Hammond eats ice cream and makes himself feel better.
Great.
And then a bunch more people die, and then the
Dragon emoji was a dinosaur.
dinosaur, then the world.
Dan, you're
All right.
crushing it. All right, what's the last one?
One more. Dan's winning.
Clear, like Dan's killing it.
Wait.
Jeez. What do we got?
Sleep.
Sleeping. Think.
They wake up. Sleep the world.
the
Building upside
airplane.
down.
Sleepless in Seattle?
No, good guess.
Rain.
Because there's no gunplay in Sleepless in Seattle.
So that's a
There's
sleeping.
sadly little.
Very little
There's
gunplay.
sadly little gunplay.
Plane.
Yes, that is a skier.
And then there's weights.
Oh, Inception. No,
Inception.
yeah, Inception.
You're going to sleep a lot.
Yeah.
The whole city is upside down at one point.
Right.
Yeah.
Raining. You go off a bridge.
And
there's
then
a
it's supposed to be
hotel.
the totem at the end.
That is the totem.
Oh,
of
I was
course.
saying, what ends with somebody doing bicep curls?
Lon killed it. You
Wow.
guys did impressively well.
Everybody, all 5. People got all 5, which I did not expect.
By people, you mean Spencer and Dan, but yes.
We were not very good at
We were not
that.
very good at this, but
Thank you, Lon.
Bravo,
Thank you, Game
Game
Master.
Master. Poof of
Yay!
smoke.
Very well. Let's talk about the whale's vagina now, can we?
Sure.
Omicron.
Anchorman, if you don't get why she keeps saying that.
Everybody knows that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Santiago.
San Diego, I believe it's German. Let's talk about what won Comic-Con. We did a little Twitter poll to find out what you guys thought. Our choices were Thor Ragnarok, Justice League, Ready Player One, or Kingsman 2 trailers. And you guys want to? Yeah.
There we
Yeah, look at that. 49%.
really?
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor.
Oh,
That's
somebody
surprising.
voted for Justice League.
And this
You have
ScreenJunkies
to
news.
vote to see the results. I voted for Ready Player One, if I'm being honest. Of all those trailers, that's the one I came out. But I feel like that's really not connecting to people that didn't read the book. Andy and I were talking about this right after it came out. We were talking to DJ and Mark and Draco, who had not read the book, and the trailer was not nearly as exciting for them as it was for us. So I think they have some work to do to sell that movie to people that have not read it. Because
I read the book though, and the trailer. The more I rewatch it, it looks a little. I mean, look at that. That looks like it's from Watchmen. Not that that's a bad thing, but that's not how I imagined the Oasis to look. It seems very
It's just
dark.
one part.
Okay.
It's the end.
Alright.
The big battle. There's a huge battle at the end.
I just imagine it like very 80s and like bright colors.
Yeah,
and
I
it
did too.
seems
I'll give
very
you that.
dark.
But that
and-
feels sort of. Yeah, I mean, they got to go more current age. I get that.
Yeah.
What was it? This was a Ready Player One for you, Andy?
For personally, oh yeah. I mean, I just
how
think
cool that DeLorean is.
but a movie that
Man, I'd
can
love
bring
to have
that
that
in
car in
and,
my
and
car.
I
justify
recognize
it,
those things.
and like you're gonna have a scene where there's just cool things that you know and member berries in a way. But I think there is actually some fun reason behind it. Like if you're ever gonna do member berries, the movie,
They've
it's
got
this
them all
one.
in there.
Bu-bu-bu.
Remember the DeLorean?
Remember the 80s,
Can't get another Back to the Future
essentially.
movie, but
I
we
think
can get
that's
this.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then perfect that it's directed by Spielberg, right?
Yeah, I don't think it could have worked any other way.
Yeah. I loved Stranger Things. We only could do 4.
On the
But
Twitter
I
poll,
wanted
that's
to
why.
put that
Could
on
have
the poll
bumped Kingsman
too.
2 for that.
No,
Although that looks fun. I
Kingsman
mean,
looks
I'm more
great.
excited for that than I was before the trailer. I think, yeah, for me, it's Thor. I agree with the crowd. I think that this has been my most anticipated movie since the Thor and his roommate shorts started coming out, and
That's
since
good,
they announced
yeah.
Taika Waititi. It's like this is just the distillation of everything that Marvel does well, which is like it is bright and it is funny, and this looks like the brightest, funniest Marvel movie in a long time.
It's like an Iron Maiden cover. Like an album
Exactly.
cover.
I mean, and then you throw the Hulk in there. I don't know, like that.
She looked so
Oh,
badass.
God. I just want to marry everything about her.
I mean, him too. Look at that. He's just really smoldering.
Yeah,
in
it
real
looks
life.
like MCU crack to me.
Yeah.
Like they've just distilled the things they're good at into one movie of like team ups, bright colors, and quips. And it's just like, oh yeah,
And then Hulk's not talking, like Hulk smoldering fire.
But she looks like a great villain too.
Yeah, no, I'm in. I'm sold. Jeff Goldblum as the game master.
I was reading there, it says it's going to be the shortest Marvel film to date, like about an
I love
hour and
it.
50 minutes.
I don't
Yeah,
need
don't-
superhero movies to be
yes.
longer than 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think almost anything needs to be longer than an hour and a half. That is like the perfect runtime for
I think it could go up to 2, but when like Spider-Man: Homecoming is 220, Wonder Woman was
Yeah.
230 or almost that long, it's like you could find a way to tell your story,
do some
superhero
trimming.
stories in 2 hours.
100 minutes for me is like just about the sweet spot for like a great movie, like it's just a regular movie, not like a sweeping epic or like an animated movie.
you say
you know.
100?
Yeah, about 100 minutes. I think that's a great, about an hour 40.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that
40.
to me was that needed the most trimming was War of the Planet of the Apes. Really, I really liked
love
it,
that
but
movie, but it could have been
just
It's
shorter.
a lot of
It could have been shorter.
horse
little bit.
in transit
A lot
shots.
of
Part of
that.
it was that the score
Would've made it
looped
better.
a lot. Chiquino did like half a score and they looped it a lot. That was my big thing with the movies. Like, wow, they reuse most of the score.
Did we see like an unfinished version?
No, I went back
okay.
and saw it. We saw pretty much the finished version.
I will say that movies need to be whatever runtime they are. If you look at Wolf of Wall Street, that is a 3-hour movie. It does not feel like it at all.
I agree. It worked for me.
So
Although there are a lot of people who criticize the length.
You could cut like an hour out of Lawrence of Arabia, though. It's just like the desert. Great. Okay, you're back in the desert. Well, unlike that one.
you guys, I got to talk to you about something important. this is a
look
real
at this
story. We're
amazing
gonna do a real news story.
cinematography.
Do you know that's my blind spot? You know
What?
how we all have one like really big either TV show or movie that we haven't seen? I'm making a confession right here. I have never seen Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh.
I know it's crazy.
It's coming in
And
70
now-
millimeters. It's
which
gonna
is
be
the only
amazing.
way that I want to see it at this point. I mean, it's like waiting this long for
beautiful
it.
film.
I have to do it the right way.
I've never done Gone with the Wind.
Oh, really?
I love,
Yeah, that's
I
another
love
great
Gone
one.
with the Wind.
It's on my list.
Yeah.
Good movie.
What's yours, Spencer?
Name something. I probably haven't seen it.
No, Citizen Kane, Casablanca.
See, do you want me to go
Yes,
even worse
yes.
to save Spencer?
Yeah.
I don't love Casablanca.
You don't have to love it, but the fact that you've seen it.
I saw it in college again, like old. I'm just like,
It's such a great movie. Andy.
That
It's
is
really
like one
such
of
a
the few
good
perfect
movie.
movies
It's
ever
beautiful,
made.
like,
I like The Searchers.
it's
That was better. That was the one I watched in film school.
It's a
that I
romance.
always put off.
It's
This
know,
you like The Searchers? That was
fills
good.
in
It's
so
just
many
like
blanks for me.
Casablanca is legitimately
it was
a
old.
great film. It is
It's
so
fine.
well
It's overly
written.
long.
It's overly long. It's like 90 minutes.
It's not long. It's
Overly
a really
long.
perfect runtime. It's exactly. It does not
Best
need to be
screenplays
trimmed.
ever
It's all right.
Ever.
It's all right.
Absolutely no. This is
all right.
madness. Casablanca is legitimately.
Okay. I didn't say it was
legitimately
bad.
No,
It's a little
it's a great
overrated.
movie. It's a great
It's
movie.
a little
It just-
overrated.
okay.
Greatest movies ever made.
Spencer's on his phone.
Trying to see what I haven't seen.
It's a little overrated, is all I'm saying. I mean, I think Dark Knight Rises is up above it on the IMDb list.
See, now
right?
you're
As-
just now you're trolling. Yeah.
As it should be.
Now you're trolling.
If you guys haven't seen it, it is truly,
Yeah,
truly
see
one
it
of the
and tell
great
us.
movies.
No, look, it's a good movie. I'm not saying it's a good movie.
Sunset Boulevard.
Yes.
Oh, love Sunset.
Let's just talk about movies we love. Screw it. This whole train has been wrecked.
I wanna
long
hear about
ago.
Terror Squirrel.
You do? I have to tell you about a real thing. We're going to do a real story today, which is about a actual squirrel that has been terrorizing
I heard about
Prospect
this.
Park in New York City. So this squirrel has attacked 5 people in Prospect Park. They can't find the damn squirrel, but there's things like people are tweeting their loved ones. Here we have a map. Squirrel attack.
Aggressive
map.
squirrel is
Why are we
can't-
talking about this?
I'm curious too.
the zombie squirrel. It could be the beginning of the outbreak,
Marketing for
Spencer.
a movie.
Look at this, Mum.
Well, now
Just a
wait.
heads up.
Now
It ties
wait.
in
Now
with
this
the
doesn't make
emojis.
it. But Mom, that's UK, and if it's in Prospect
You
Park,
can have British people
You
in
can,
the
I
US.
just- yeah, I
we're not
guess.
there yet, Dan. We
I'm
still
just
let
saying.
Brits
So are we
in.
like, is this a movie?
It's
So
all
this is
it's
what
all for
we're
the nut
saying.
job too.
So this is either marketing for the Nut Job 2
Or Squirrel Girl?
or a Squirrel Girl. It's an actual escaped house pet or a rabid
Wait,
squirrel.
are people? Ew, gross.
Yeah.
It didn't just
Are
shit
people like
blood?
actually getting rabies and being hurt? Because I don't want to laugh at
they're
it too much
They're
if
like
they are.
jogging, and then the squirrel's like,
Does it bite them? Does it leave marks?
It's eating little bits of people's flesh.
Ew.
oh, it's like, oh, I didn't know it was like.
So it's like damaging people, Roth, and you're making fun of it all. People will be scarred for life
Yeah,
from their
there's some
squirrel
toddler
bites.
with the plague
I didn't
now that
know
you're
it was,
laughing
like,
at.
serious.
Oh, it doesn't have rabies.
It doesn't
Okay.
have rabies.
Yes.
So you can they're all living. They're just getting bitten by squirrels.
They got bit by a squirrel.
Now are we casting this
I don't-
movie? I'm still confused.
That's
by
what
this.
we're doing.
about this. I'm so
Number one,
confused.
I wanted to talk about the squirrel, because it's a rabid squirrel.
I mean,
in
it
New
would make
York.
a good movie.
But I didn't know people were really getting hurt. And it was
they were getting bitten by a
definitely-
squirrel. What do you think?
I just
It didn't
thought I was,
hurt?
like, scared by it. Like, you're just jogging along, and then the squirrel's like, it just like kind of messes.
Yeah, I mean
just
that
kinda
would
scares you.
I would be freaked out if a
Yeah.
squirrel jumped at me. I will not lie.
Who should direct the Killer Squirrel movie?
So this is clearly a train wreck, but it's also going to be made into a movie one day. So I want to hear your pitches for the perfect terrorizing squirrel movie. Mine is a crossover.
Poor squirrels probably has like mental disorders. Stop showing that gross image.
Well, this is New York.
That's not a real picture.
No,
That's not.
it's the squirrel.
You're framing an innocent squirrel.
I know that poor squirrel.
It's not the squirrel.
No, that's a kid's toe it's got in its mouth right there. That's the one. Look at his eyes.
Oh God, get it away.
I'm editing this whole thing out of this.
No, you are not.
you're not.
This stays in.
It's the
No
beauty
cuts.
of-
You
we're
made
live,
the
it's
journalistic
live.
call to cover the squirrel story. and We're going
glad
to
you
take
did.
this
You
road
die
as
on
long
that
as it
hill.
goes.
All right, pitch your squirrel movie. Go.
Go, yeah, let's hear it.
I want to play with you guys.
Oh, I love it. I think you got to get
My squirrel movie. My squirrel movie.
My God, what's happening?
My squirrel movie is Chucky meets Cujo, and it's basically this. I don't know what's wrong.
I'm just gonna let her keep
Going on,
doing this.
yeah.
We broke
This is the
Roth.
hardest I've ever
Losing
seen.
her mind.
Sorry, I just gotta let see what happens.
So you know how the Dalai Lama will sometimes go to parks and do like big events?
Sure.
Sure.
For the sake of this,
And the squirrel comes there.
And it's like the spirit of an unreincarnated llama is trying to find his way home.
Wait, an actual animal llama?
No,
Dalai
the
Lama.
Dalai Lama.
It's the Dalai
I thought it was
Lama's
like thinking like Emperor's New Groove.
The Dalai Lama's still with us.
Don't be ridiculous,
But
Andy.
there's like the Punshin Lama and different llamas get reincarnated, right? So like this spirit is a little lost, and so it goes into the squirrel. Only unfortunately, the squirrel is rabid, and so it's trying to find its way home and is accidentally has to reconcile. It's a non-violent being, and it has to reconcile being in this body of a squirrel. So that's
Can we call
like-
it the squirrel is not enough?
Yeah.
Trying to give it a good title.
oh my god, none of this is going
It's like
on YouTube.
Kundun meets the Mist.
That's good. Perfect.
Sold.
7 days in.
Let's get
Prospect Park.
we'll get Danny Boyle to direct. He'll come back to the zombie
I would
verse.
watch
Yeah.
the crap out of that
Yeah,
movie.
zombie
like that.
squirrel's kind of a
James
cool.
Gunn.
If you did it serious and like there is a squirrel, that's how the outbreak begins.
Yeah.
Kind of like Outbreak. It was a monkey, right? It was
Yeah, it was a
Marcel
monkey.
from Friends. I'm on board. I'd watch it as long as we don't make any innocent squirrels look bad.
Yeah.
PETA will be on set.
No,
Yeah, CGI squirrel.
no more dead
Or
squirrels.
a puppet.
Well, I
That squirrel was alive. Can we look at the squirrel?
Put the toe in his
I was just flashing back to that weird random line in The Dark Knight where that guy just yells out, "No more dead cops!" in the middle of the press conference for no reason. And
Oh my god.
I'm
Well,
so
I
tired.
thought that was beautiful. I love
thank
that
you,
story,
Rob.
Rod.
You know.
Always,
You brought it home.
always bring the weird stories. Tell us what you thought in the comments below. Do you want more of that or less of that? This is your show, right, guys?
Yeah.
That wasn't leading at all.
I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. That was a fun moment. All right. Dan Merle,
Yes.
Spencer J. Gilbert, Roth Cornett, as always.
I'm going home.
You'll be without me for a little bit because I'm going to be away on vacation. But
Just
have
imagine-
fun.
Who's
Lot of
taking
pe-
the Andy chair?
We're having some fun guests come back in.
Right.
They'll
We're
be in
gonna
and
have
out.
some fan favorites coming
Yeah,
in. We're
tell
gonna
us who you
have
want to come and
Sasha
guest for a day or two.
Proraver
Yeah.
and
Awesome.
CJ
Nice.
and
Lots of
Danielle.
fun people coming in and take my place. So have fun and have a wonderful weekend. Anything else you guys want to add?
I just hope you didn't watch any of this, and that you,
If you did, it means
you
we
still
won.
respect us.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.